Hey, how's it going? We're back. We just came back. We had to go to break. We're on a live webcast right now. Oh yes, solid. If you missed our first segment, I gave you guys a preview. Hope you guys liked it. I sure had some fun. I did a little preview, a little solo bedroom session of Black Blood Venom. Oh yes. Talked about a few things, talked about some gear, talked about some pedal boards you should use, guitar effects you should stay away from. If you don't like that, hardcore, metal, anything from progressive, grind metal, black metal, reserve black metal. Well, if you're into that pop stuff, I'm sorry, delete us now. Jokes, but I'm just kidding. We love everyone, everyone's welcome. I'm not like that. I just like to mess around. You'll know when I'm kidding when I say this. As my uncle always says. Do we have a problem? Do we have a problem? Fuck no. Jokes are hot. No, that's what my uncle says. So anyways, we're back from the break. We just finished up some Black Blood Venom. We're talking about some gear, stay true to some metalcore. Stay away from delays, if you want to play some, good, melodic kind of metal. If you're into that, just get a super chorus, even a whammy, wah wah, that's all right too, we're talking about guitars. We're talking about story about Jim Root. How to make anything metal. He taught me a lot because when I grew up, I was thinking about it on the break time. I grew up really, really hardcore. My uncle says there's only 3 types of guitar. Well, back then, he was the metalhead in the 80s. He had his metal band in the 80s, but he was still playing really balls deep, ball bursting metal, booming metal. He was still into that since day one. It's never gonna stop. Maybe 6. He's even thinking about coming out of retirement. Oh yes. So he taught me there's only 4 type of guitars, or even you can narrow it down 3. First guitar, I'll remind everyone, Ibanez, BC Rich, even Gibson Flying V, polka dot like Randy Rhoads. Oh yes. Anything like that, anything could be, it was a Fender Stratocaster, I forgot to say that, Yickney Malmsteen, he was nothing but Stratocasters for his recordings, Randy Rhoads, man, jeez, Gibson, he used a lot of Gibson stuff, I did some research, and I was in school for a little bit, I did my thesis paper on Randy Rhoads and Ozzy, oh yes, I kind of all you kids, you stay in school, but me, school's never really been my thing. Me have a cook cigarette. I'm gonna introduce you to Sebastian, our trademark. He's gonna be on our first album cover. And we're gonna talk about, I went to HMV, so we're gonna dive in that. It's closing down. Jeez. We have a stogie, eh? So I did my thesis paper, you kids. I really encourage you. Go to school, man. Don't be a knucklehead like your uncle here. But I love, my nephews and nieces. Everyone, all my relations. Whoever you are watching. I'm your family. It's just for me. School's not for everyone. But I went to school for about 2 semesters. I enjoyed it. I did my thesis paper on Randy Rhoads, Ozzy, some good old throwback. I talked about alternative tunings they used. Did you know that? I didn't know that. I thought, back in the day, Metallica, when I was researching Metallica, good topic, when I was a noob, eh? Excuse me, Indian taco. Anyways, I was a noob, and I was really blown away. I'm really getting, my girlfriend's telling me she really likes that Black Blood Venom. Jim Root, she's like, every people I show it, they said it has promise. And some of my songs, and I said, oh, geez, that really means a lot. I'm still going as I'm still, learning as I'm going. I'm a self-taught artist, self-taught musician. I was just blown away. Just a little bit of you true metalheads out here. It's just a little food for thought. I picked up this Metallica tag papers. Picked it up and I was trying to learn some, old battery, some old Master of Puppets. I was looking at that, I was telling my first band member, my cousin, she's a girl named Jessie. I love you, cousin. My second cousin. On my dad's side. Anyways, she was showing me this book. She says, hey, check this out, eh? What kind of tuning is this? This is when we're noobs, we're all just playing Make Me Malmsteen or playing some Iron Maiden, and their stuff isn't standard tuning. They just, they tune a little lower, like some Kurt Cobain stuff, is standard, but they go lower, whole step down standard, and half step down. So that's the, the lowest I win. And to my cousins, I check this out. What kind of tuning is this? And I was looking, let me see that. I said, I can't play it, but it doesn't sound like it. And it was just a, historical journey I'm sharing with you as I was coming into my middle roots. It says D, A, D, G, B, and E. And I'm thinking, D? She's like looking at me, yeah, what is that? Because I told you in our first segment, we're going to talk about alternative tunings. She said, what is that? I said, is those chords? I said, it doesn't look like chords. I tried to play them to D, A, D, G, B, E. And I was like, that sounds like shorts, sounds like garbage. She's like, well, I don't think that's chords. And I says, I looked at it. I don't know, my mom, she always says I'm smart. I don't believe it. I think a sister got most of the good genes, She's starting to be a doctor. And I'm just, I don't mind who I am. I'm comfortable with who I am. This is me, alright? I don't try to be whoever I'm not. I don't try to be something I'm not. And that's goes the message for all you kids out there. If you want to be a metalhead, do it. Don't let anybody tell you you can't do anything. That's my message to you. Anyways, I figured it out just by my head. I said, it's a tuning. Duh. I was like, it was a tuning. And she's like, oh, it's a tuning. And I said, yeah, it's a tuning. So I tuned my guitar. Oh, jeez, I never heard at the time. Hey, now I tune drop C. Even go down to even lower F. I can hit a F, somehow. I make up my own tuning sometimes. Tune that guitar to D. Dude, at that time, I never heard anything so evil in my life. I wish my guitar was here, but it's on my guitar tech. Is getting it ready for tomorrow night's show. Jeez, I hit that first, and I don't know, I think it was a G chord or an A. Or open D, you just hit the strings up. Boom. It's like, oh, boom. Then I started, messing with it. Boom, 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 boom. Never heard anything evil in my life. That was the day that changed my life. So anyways, that was just a quick historical roots, since we got a goodie bag here. I went to HMV. It's closing down. Jeez, another conspiracy that's going out there. My cousin's telling me. He's saying, did you know our hometown's really gone downhill? And I said, that's nothing new. But no, our hometown where we were born. I said, oh, the city. Yeah, but and I love where I come from. I'm a true Nitsabi. I love all my brothers and sisters. If anybody only I can say that, but that's just, anyway, that's another story. My cousin, he's kind of from a different, I adopted him as my cousin. He doesn't want to stay over here. He thinks it's really scary and dangerous. It's not, this is a beautiful place. I laid down my battle axe for my homeland. And then he's telling me, he said, what are you talking about? I'm not talking about our hometown. I said, oh, well, what are you talking about? He says, he's like, we're just over next door to our reserve, our city. He said, everything's all changing here? And I was like, what do you mean? He says, what the hell's going on with this city? It's turning all hipster and boy band. And I said, boy band? He said, yeah, that boy band's coming back. And I says, what? I don't listen to anything but grindcore. And he's telling me, yeah, I know, yeah, but I mean, it's crazy when you get away from the metal and you go try to live on the real world. He says, there's different things out there. I said, yeah? Oh, what is it? He says, everybody's dressing really, like thrift store clothes. And I was like, at the time, man, I was like, Well, I dress dark. No, they're dressing on purpose. Oh, well, make me feel bad about. No, I'm not. But don't talk. You're not talking about yourself. I'm talking about the fashion's changing. The whole scene's changing. I said, yeah. Don't they still have those punk shows there? Those metalcore, black metal shows? No, it seems like everything's stopped. I say, yeah, well, it's really booming on the reserve. I say, I know it's booming here, but listen to me. Not be. It's just different in the city now. I says, yeah. Yeah, I went to HMV, and lucky it's closing down. He went to HMV when it was still going. That's when I knew it was changing. He told me, Larry, did you know the metal scene's really gone downhill in the city? And it broke my heart. I almost went into tears. I'm not kidding. He says, I went to HMV. And I says, where's all your metal? Because usually it was in that first rack. Here's the cashier. He went over there. Just a bunch of, like weird, Justin Bieber and all the great, the pop records and whatnot. And I was like, really? He says, yeah, they moved everything in the back at the time. Jeez, really, still haunts me to this day. They put all the metal records in the back, and there was only a small section. And then when I went in there, I didn't believe the bugger. I went in there, I looked for myself. I was looking, oh yes, metal, hey. But they used to have more, hey. They used to have grind metal, like hardcore metal. They used to have the punk hardcore, punk rock right there, and then black, darkest metal, whatever you can find. You couldn't find black metal in there, and I tried, but at least you can go and get the basics. Dimmu Borgir or Slayer. You find things like that in there. What is it? This other band. With Cancer Bats. That's the darkest it would go, but I didn't mind it. Anyways, long story short, I'm searching through the metal records. I see frickin' only Poison. I see Guns N' Roses. And I said, there's Guns N' Roses, not even metal. And it's all this hair metal stuff, like Poison, Baby Boy Poison, Motley Crue. Nothing against Motley Crue, but it's not. I needed something that balls deep, eh? Bustin' metal, metal. And there was nothing in there. And I said, it's like my cousin was right. This is an epidemic. There's no metal in HMV anymore. I went to the cashier. I said, where's the metal at? She's looking at me, looking at my clothes. Who are you? And I says, my name is Headbanger Tommy. Metalhead, Well, Tommy for short, because, we all have got the same numbers. Sorry, my head's, sorry. Thinking about my Tommy was there with. Sorry about that, boys. Sometimes I space out, eh? Sometimes I get like that. Don't mind me. So anyways, my name's Headbang Larry, man. That time I was drinking, my brain cells kind of rock, so I can't remember. So I gotta wrap this up, because I don't remember what happened after that. Where's all the metal? I'm Headbanger Larry here. And this is my cousin Tommy, and that's my girl cousin Jessie. And that's Joey, my new bass player. Where's all the metal? And then she's like, oh, well, I think we're closing down. I said, what? You're closing down? Didn't you guys just open? She says, no, we're closing down. There's going to be a vinyl record, Sun House or Sunrise Music or something like that. Something really poppy. And I'm thinking, where is the metal? Why are you guys closing down? Really about to raise hell in there, eh? So jeez, I just really, so I walked out, whatever. I went to Spencer's Gifts, just to make me feel better. But then I came back, so now I'm going to talk about, when we wrap things up, it's a little story time. I like to share, so we always go on. Now we're going to have new time zone. Thanks to Mint Woman Productions for putting up with our bullshit, I'm sorry language, our BS, She manages our band, Darkest Skies. She manages Northern Sky, too. She's all around. She's wicked, she's part of our crazy train life. So I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you. All our sponsors. BC Rich, Spencer's Gifts. Got this there from there. Sebastian's our son. We like to say it's our son right here. But no, my man, he's our trademark, gonna be on our record, so you just see his face, and you know it's a Darkest Sky record. So anyways, so I came back from HMV, it's closing down. Anyways, I'll talk about a little review before we end it. Got some Slayer, got some Cannibal Corpse. Anyways, this band, I don't know if you guys heard of it. I put it on when I got in the car. It's called Entombed. You probably heard of it. A+D, oh yes. It's their new one right here. I hope you guys can see that. You get that record, alright? It's their latest buzz. The bestest song on their Digital Demon. The hit single Kill to Live. Gee, that's like an anthem, eh? Soldiers of the Fortune, Crazy Troll, Gospel of the Horns, and my favorite, Internal Ho. I didn't even know that was there. Sorry, boys and girls. That's on there. I'm not making that up. I was really surprised. Internal Ho. Anyways, the record, but that's on there. I'm not making it. I'm no dirty words. I put this record on. I was sitting there. I was smoking. And I was thinking, oh, Jesus. Right off the bat, I couldn't get into it. I was trying to listen to, I was listening to the bass, the bass. I was listening to the drums. And then next, the singer. Oh, my God. The singer just changed my life. Just like Abbott did. I was sitting there. I was like, it's all right, something I can, I could even do that. Hey, so it starts off really chunky, but double bass, double kick, the basics. Not bad. I was about to change the song. Next thing I just hear a wicked something I never heard, but I can't even do it. It's like, oh yes. So you guys get this album, In Tune A+D, self-titled. The album is called Back to the sorry, I don't have my glasses. Back to the. I don't even see that. I can't even really see. I gotta get my glasses, but just get this one. Remember the cover. Check that out. That's looking the evilest skull ever seen. Just like us, say. I was thinking, geez, they're not ripping me off, But anyway, so. That's all I gotta do. We're gonna come back. More albums we'll talk about next week. We just hope you guys are taking care of yourselves, whatnot. Doing good. Check out some Slayer. I don't know how this got in there. I'm no sexist. I don't mind girl singers. This is alright. It's not really heavy, but some old classic Paramore. Check that out. Some of my girlfriends are favorite too. But that's another story. But I don't know. I don't know how that got in there. She must have bought that. Anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna talk next time. We'll talk about some more stuff that's booming in Six Cigar. We'll talk about the SRC scene. Talk about some powwow announcements. Some powwow guy wants me to. He's gonna do a powwow. It's a fundraiser. So we're gonna thinking about doing a fundraiser. In the name of metal, we're gonna do like a fundraiser, a barbecue, and Goat Gardens. We're gonna have My Darkest Skies, our band. We're gonna have Counting Crows cover band that Tommy, my cousin, White Weasel Mox, and he's singing. He does that Mr. Jones pretty good. Maybe you might bring him in here, and he might just sing for you guys. His cover band's gonna be there. My Darkest Skies, us, was it Crow Feather, Northern Sky, just our family, If you guys, you want to get part of the show, email me at www.metalheadlarry@gmail.com. I had to change it. At gmail.com. Let me know if you guys are interested in playing, contributing, we were not biased. Bring on the metal, alright, so. Well, you guys, hope you guys are taking care of yourself. There's a check stop near 509 out this way, the McLeod, so you guys watch that. Yeah, so we love you all. As further ado, thank you, Mint Woman Productions out there for keeping the metal scene alive. And hope you guys liked it. We'll be back next week. We love you all. From me and Sebastian.